The power of life and death is in the tongue. Call things which are not as though they were. Let the weak say they are strong. What am I talking about? I'm talking about your inner conversation. What's your inner conversation? And how does it affect your life? Let's talk about it right here on Optimal Expression. Hello and welcome to Optimal Expression, where we embrace our greatest potential to manifest our wildest dreams. Good people, let's talk about the inner conversation. The inner conversation. What's going on up here? What are you telling yourself day in and day out? I know I spoke some cryptic messages or some well-known sayings that are kind of cliche. But the cliches are cliches for a reason. There's truth in them. And the truth is, we are creating our experience in real time, right up here, with the things that we are telling ourselves day in and day out. It's kind of like, how do you expect things to get better and for you to rise up from wherever you are, to improve, if you continuously speak ill of yourself? Because there's two pieces of everybody's life, the inside and the outside. And what happens on the inside affects the outside. And the sooner you come to terms with that and believe that and know that to be true, you're at the control panel. You can take the wheel for yourself and control your life and pick your destination according to the thoughts that you pick in your mind. And what do I mean by that? Well, there are three areas that I have designated that most people are concerned with in their lives. There is wealth and success, there is health and fitness, and there is love and relationship. The three major areas that most people are concerned with when they're talking about their day-to-day experience, right? Okay, so when you understand that the inside affects the outside, we're talking about cause and effect, right? You know, when you press the accelerator, the car's going to go faster, right? Pressing the accelerator makes the car go faster, right? Okay, or in order to get water from the faucet, you have to turn the knob first. Cause and effect. Cool. I just want to break it down. I know ain't nobody slow out there, but I just want to break down cause and effect. So, if we want to change our experience, the things that we see day to day on our outer lives, we have to start on the inside. I'm being purposely redundant, but we have to do the inner work. And part of doing the inner work is controlling the inner conversation. So I just want to give some examples of some conversation that might be going on in your head or in some people's heads, or I'm even telling on myself here, because I've had a lot of these conversations myself, and how that could be negatively affecting you or your experience. And then give a few examples of how we can change those conversations, right? So the first thing we have to change, though, is the belief that our thoughts don't have any effect on our lives. And for whatever reason, I'm not sure why we don't know this, but it's never been taught to us. They don't talk about it in school. And it's not something that really comes up at a family reunion, you know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, our thoughts affect our lives. You got to get that through your brain, because you halfway home once you got that one. And in order to say something, you have to think it first, right? So even if you don't say anything out loud, if you're just thinking it, you're making it happen. You're turning the wheel. You're creating something. So it's even more powerful when you say it out loud, because you're going from one level, which is just thought, which is just, one level of it, but then it becomes more solid when you speak and put your voice, and the voice and the tongue have power, right? So what you say is even more powerful than what you think a lot of times. So with that being said, let's talk about wealth and success. Here are some of the things that people say that's probably not in their best interest. I don't have enough, or I'm broke, or I can't do any better, or if it ain't one thing, it's another, right? Now, how are you going to get success and you're thinking, well, if it ain't one thing, it's another? How are you going to be rich if you're telling yourself that I'm broke? Does that feel fun? Does it feel good when you say those things to yourself? That's another thing. Because now you thought it, you said it, and then you felt bad. You just did everything backwards. And then you're living backwards. But now let's go forward. And we're going to change that inner conversation. And every time you find yourself thinking along the lines that I previously stated, we're going to replace those thoughts with things are looking up for me. I have new opportunities coming every day. I feel rich. I am wealthy. Wealthy is possible for me. I can have all the goods and riches that I so desire. Now, I know some of you might be saying, but I don't want to lie to myself. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling it how it is. Well, the problem is, when you tell it like it is, it will never change. The way to change what is to change the cause, which is your thought, which is what you're saying to yourself all day long. So that's why we got to tell a different story. And even if you're not seeing what you're saying right now, that's why we're calling things to be seen, right? They are not seen, but we're calling them to be seen. This is how we do it. We have to change that inner conversation. So no longer will we say, I'm broke. If you don't have any money in your pocket and you want more money, you want more opportunities, then even if it's too much for you to say, I'm wealthy, I am successful, new opportunities are coming to me every day, because you don't believe that, then become one with the idea of wealth and success. And just say wealth and success to yourself. Wealth, success, wealth, success, wealth, success. You'll get a rhythm. Life is about rhythm anyway. And you will become one and in sync with those ideas. Truck coming. You'll become one with those ideas once you say it to yourself. Wealth, success, wealth, success. Let that be your conversation. And by habit, those old thoughts are going to come up. And when they do, replace it with wealth, success, wealth, success. Yeah, try it. It's powerful. It's better than what you've been telling yourself. How's that working out for you? Okay, on to the next one. And the next one is health and fitness. Okay, so, I'm no different from everybody else. I'm a work in progress. I'd like to look better. I like to feel better. I'm thankful that I don't have any ongoing ailments, like any serious illnesses right now. You know what I'm saying? But I like to be more fit, and I'm working on that. Sometimes we can get into a grind where we look into a mirror and we don't like what we see. And we'll say, I'm fat. I'm ugly. I don't look good. I don't like the way I look. Nobody's ever going to want me like this. I'll never get better. I feel bad. I feel terrible. I'm sick. Or another one people say is when they take ownership of their condition. When they say things like, my diabetes, or my arthritis, or my fill in the blank, right? And I'm not saying that you don't have those health challenges, but the problem is we have to be careful about how we focus our attention on those problems, because the more you speak about them, the more power you give them. The way to take the power back to yourself is to not acknowledge them in that way anymore, and to affirm the state of being that you would prefer to be in. And you can say things like, I'm feeling better. I'm getting better and better every day. Today is going to be a better day for me. I look good. I'm shedding weight. I like what I see in the mirror. These are the type of things you can tell yourself that will begin to change that dialect. And I think for a lot of you, once you see where I'm going with this, you can come up with your own things to say to yourself. But I just want to give you a few examples. And once again, if saying statements like I'm not fat, or I look good, or I feel good, I am getting better, I am feeling well, or you can have an affirmation of divine health is mine right now and so it is. If those things are a little bit too far for you and you just feel like it's so far from the truth that you can't say it, then just say health, wellness, health, wellness, health, wellness, fitness, attractive. Just say those words to yourself because you want to align yourself with the idea. So the words don't matter as much as the thought and the feeling of it. And you can gain that by just saying one word: health, 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 or healthy, 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 healthy. You know what I'm saying? And add that with what you already got: wealth, health, success, fitness. Man, you got a whole song coming up there. Like, we could put a beat to it. Anyway, on to the next. And that is love and relationships. Okay, now everybody wants to be in love, love, love. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a water sign. I got a whole lot of love to give, y'all. And man, I tell you, nothing is like heartbreak. Ooh, 3 of swords. It don't feel good. I know, because I've been there. And I know what it's like too, when you're lonely and all you want is some companionship. Or even if you just want better relationships with the people in your family, or better relationships with your friends, or even just to have some friends, right? But we have to be careful of the inner conversation. What are you telling yourself? Huh? Are you saying I don't care about them? Like, one of the biggest things is we're in a mind of separateness, right? So we feel like we're separate. Another truck. I don't know why these trucks coming through my hood, y'all. Anyway, one of the biggest things is many of us have this separate, this idea of being separate from everyone else. So we'll say, I don't care about them. I don't give a fuck what happened to them. I don't care what happened to them. It's about me. I don't care as long as I'm good. I don't care if they good. I don't like, fuck them. Forget about them. I don't care. They ain't no good. They'll never get any better. This, that, and the other. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying to lie to yourself about how a person is, right? Sometimes people are just toxic and you just need to get them out your life, right? But on the other hand, if you're telling yourself, I can never be happy. No one will ever accept me as I am. Why can't I have a mate? Nobody likes me. Nobody wants me, right? And then you add it with some of these other categories, like I'm too fat, I'm too broke, I'm too old. Ooh, man, you're just asking to be lonely, right? So let's change the conversation. Let's change how we feel about the next person and understand that nobody is separate from you because we're all one, because we come from the same source. And in that, you can have compassion for even the toxic people. You can have compassion for them and love them from a distance, and they don't have to be in your life, right? But then the people that you do want to keep in your life and have better relationships with, think better of them. Think that, you know what? We can at least be civil. We can have a better relationship. I look forward to growing with this person. And then when it comes to the love situation, understand how great and valuable you are as you are. And understand that because you want love, love is available to you. And affirm that to yourself. Affirm that I am whole as I am. Right? Divine love comes to me now. I'm in love with myself. I am looking forward to having a wonderful companionship with someone else. I embrace the idea of love and growth with someone else, right? And once again, if you just feel like these other statements are lies or something you just can't get with, then just say love, 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 love. Or I am so thankful for love. I am so thankful for love. I have a lot of love to give, and I am so thankful for the love that I am receiving. Gratitude, man. Ground yourself in gratitude, because when you are thankful for whatever you feel like you don't have, it's a fast track to bring whatever you think is lacking straight to you. Be thankful for it now. That's claiming it for yourself now. When you say thank you, that seals the deal. It seals the deal. It's almost like when you're having a cash transaction with someone. As soon as that cash changes hands and somebody says thank you, it's done. It's done. So begin to have gratitude for whatever you feel like is missing, and understand that it's not separate from you. You have it right now. Just learn to sync with it and make sure that your inner conversation matches what you want to see on the outside. I hope this message resonated with you. Until next time, I'll see you right here on Optimal Expression. Peace and love.